New update for random placer coming up. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, this is Omar Bolfiki and welcome to my game development and filmmaking channel. Today, I'm really excited to show you the new update and the new features that I've been adding to my tool, OB Random Placer. So basically the tool is a scattering tool that you can do a lot of things with it with a rules-based system. So first of all, let's create an instance. You can name it here, whatever you want. So I can just call it obrp underscore trees and hit create new obrp. And we see it here. Now we have an instance created, which is considered as a layer. We'll get back to that in a moment. So it has spawned right there. So I'm just gonna Control Shift F or Command Shift F on Mac to place it in the view of the camera and just reset the rotation. So now it is placed in the air. One of the added features now is I can spawn on surfaces or on the air. Previously it was only on surfaces, but if we detect nothing, it will not spawn on the air. So we can do that now. If I added a rock and just spawn, we have them placed in the air. So moving forward with the updates, I'm just going to set the layer mask to everything so I could place it anywhere I want. Even on the water, anywhere I want. And start just doing the settings for the trees. Just give some spacing, use advanced mode, and give it some randomness right here. And increase the spacing. All right, cool. Let's say we want to place them here. And I'm going to select the tree, the pine tree here, and hit spawn. All right, amazing. It just placed it everywhere, even on this lake. So I'm just going to undo that. And one another feature we want to enable is the random rotation on the y-axis to even break any kind of patterns with the randomization here plus the rotation. Okay, but now what if we don't want it to be placed on any waters, for instance? I'm just going to undo that. And then we go to the new feature, occlusion layer mask, and I'm going to select water. And we have to make sure that even in the layer mask, water is selected as well, so we can detect it, and then we occlude it. So now if I move around, it will try to avoid water as much as possible. So now it's even placing on the rocks. If I hit spawn, pretty cool. And what if I don't want it to be placed on any rocks as well? So undo, and I'm going to select rock and make sure that these rocks have the layer rock. You can select the current obrp instance, or we can update it from here and see the list we have. And this is one of the new features in the last update, so you can select it from here. So let's zoom in a little bit and see what we have. I can increase the gizmo size a little bit just to see. So now it will place it only on the surfaces. So let's hit spawn and we have the trees here. All right, that is really cool. Not on the water and not on any rock. So let's say another thing we want to do, which was on the previous update, the slope limit. Let's say we don't want to have any trees being placed on kind of steep slopes like this one. So I'm just going to undo, and then I can visualize slope, and we can see the slope here is 25. So I'm just going to disable that again, and we're going to use the slope limit. So it starts from 0 to 180. I'm just going to decrease it until this sphere disappears. Okay, 20. It's not there anymore. So if you place spawn, we have them, but not on these slopes. Okay, that is cool. Now let's say we want to add some ships, little ones, on this lake. I can just duplicate this or create a new one. So I'm just going to duplicate it. Command D or Control D, as simple as that. And I'm going to name it OBRP underscore ships. And then here, update the list, and we can see which layer we want to use. So if I select the ships, I have it here. I'm going to drag it this way, and we're going to revert the water thing. So I'm going to use the rock layer as an occlusion layer, and 4x4 is more than enough. Okay, just increase the size a little bit. So I'm going to drag one of the ships here. I'm going to place the first one and then add prefab and place the other one in its spawn. We have them here. I'm just going to increase the space a little bit more. Spawn. Okay, cool. And let's decrease the randomness a little bit. And I'm going to multiply their scale by 75% so they get a little bit smaller. So that is cool. And one more thing, since they are ships, we don't want to place them like this. We want them to be a little bit underwater. In order to do that, let's undo this. We go to manual offset. We want to do that globally because it's water. Hit spawn. And now we have them underwater. They feel like floating more. And now you can just paint with these. So update list, select the trees, and I can just drag it anywhere I want with the same settings I've said before. Hit spawn, and you just have more trees. And I can drag it the other way here, spawn, and so on. So that's basically the last update. You can get it now on the asset store. And if you have any comments or feedback, just leave them in the comments below. Always happy to help, always happy to improve the tools in my tutorials. So thank you so much for watching. This is Omar Bofaki. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.